program tonight, so you can just roll right into that. Yes, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're outside for us, Chief.
That's usually not a problem. As most everyone in here is already aware, there was an incident that happened in Marion on May 19th, 2022. And on that night, we received a 911 call of a young child who was either having trouble or not breathing at all. Our officers responded. Officer Sam Ward was the first one to arrive. When he got there, the little girl was not breathing and had no pulse. He began CPR and he brought her back to life. She began breathing, got her pulse back. She was transported to Heartland Regional Medical Center where, well, I'm just proud to say, Mika, would you stand up, honey? There she is. Everyone, this is Mika Dotson, and I'm proud to report that after speaking with her mother yesterday, she assured me that she's doing very well. Maybe still a little hill to climb, but overall she's doing very good. So, you got me on? Very good. Okay, so Officer Ward has been recognized by the department. He was the unsung hero for Channel 3 on their weekly Unsung Hero program. There's something even bigger today. I would like to introduce to all of you Jerry Lee. He is the State Fraternal Order of Police Awards Committee Chair. And Mika, would you come up here also, please? Thank you, sir. It's all yours.
Well, first of all, I want to thank City Council for giving us this time to appear before you to make this award. It's amazing when we've developed our award program for the state. There's been so much negative publicity about police officers in the paper in the last few years, making us the bad guys. So we felt it was very important that we let the people know what our police officers do every single day. And we don't believe in the Officer of the Year. We recognize any officer that's submitted to us for valor, life-saving, or for meritorious service. I'm proud to be here tonight to make a presentation to one of your officers. Sam? In recognition of Samuel Ward for life-saving, presented by the Board of Trustees of the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police in the month of August in the year 2022. On May 19, 2022, Officer Ward was the first on scene to a medical emergency in which a child was unresponsive, not breathing, and turning blue. Without hesitation, Officer Ward immediately jumped into action, performing CPR, saving the child's life. Officer Ward's quick thinking and tactical skills contributed to the safety and survival of the child. Officer Ward's dedication to duty brought distinct credit upon himself and the Marion Police Department. And with that, we're presenting this award. And with the award, we also provide a medal with a ribbon bar.
Thank you.
So, why don't you grab that and take a photo?
Thank you.
How about Mika?
Did you
You hear the,
get one, Mika?
One another?
and then I think Mike, the family would like to take a photo too. We got some people in the way.
Sure. Thank you so much, everybody.
Can I take one more? Can I take one more, please? Sorry. Let me use my camera.
Look, you got one after.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sam, would you like to say anything?
You know, an award is something to be very proud of, but the most, enjoyable thing for me is knowing that all the hard trainings I've done over the years, I've been an officer here for 7 years, just knowing that I was able to save a life, that by itself, right there, Mika, is my award. So, thank you guys.
Mr. Lee, up here. I'm throwing my voice. You couldn't see. I just wanted to thank you for taking the time and the opportunity to honor Officer Ward. I think that's very special on FOP to do so. So thank you so much.
Well, I can tell you it was my pleasure. I'd like to make these trips.
I bet you do. But thank you so much.
everybody.
Thank you. Okay, let's give them just a few moments to.
I have one more hug.
You think they'll stay out there for a little while? Probably, yeah, maybe.
Thank you, Grandma. Nice to meet you. No problem.
Yeah, you want to kick the hair back on, would you mind? I'm gonna get to item 6. Will you guys help me read these so I don't have to read all of them, please? Okay, let's move on to item number 4, our public comments and audience and visitors. This is the opportunity for anybody that's here to address the council, subject to a couple of different ordinances, which I believe are on the counter next to the plant there. Anybody like to speak to the council tonight? Okay, hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to item 5, our consent agenda, which consists of subcomponents A, B, and C, invoices, employment, and minutes. Is there anybody from the council that would like any of those items or sub-items removed from the consent agenda and voted upon as a separate item? Anybody from the audience like any of these items or sub-items removed from the consent agenda and voted upon separately? Okay, hearing no objections, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'd make a motion that we would pass the consent agenda A through C as given. I'll second.
Okay, any discussions on any item A, B, or C? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. On to new business, item number 6. We've got several TIF redevelopment agreements. Just wanted to point out on the first 4 of these, Cody and I talked about it. These are all either TIF 1 or TIF 2 residential redevelopment agreements, which means we're just now starting to see some of these properties be either reinvested into, in some cases rehabilitated. And so it takes a little while for people to get the gist of it and get the word out, for us to get the word out, but it's working. So I think that's to be celebrated a little bit. Our older areas need some reinvestment, which was the whole point of putting TIF into these residential areas. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting that 4 of these right off the bat are all residential. So with that, I'll kick that off. I'll make the first motion. These are all in your packet. I know several of you have asked a couple of different questions of Cody, so obviously if you have any more, I'll ask Cody to come on up. But be my motion to approve ordinance 3827, a residential TIF 2 redevelopment agreement with Bryn Lane Properties LLC. This is for a vacant property, I believe, currently at 1204 West Hendrickson.
Second.
Any questions on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Somebody else do B, please.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 3828, residential TIF 2 redevelopment agreement with Brent Lane Properties at 1404 West Prairie.
I would second that.
Cody, is this one a vacant lot?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So,
The only question I had on this one, Cody, is it 1404 Prairie or should it be 605 Russell?
I think it's actually a Prairie address.
Is it?
I think it is, yeah.
Because I think the county tax map had it as Russell.
Yeah,
But either way, I mean,
I think the tax map had it as Russell, but the tax bill, I think, has it as Prairie.
Does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so, right, we typically go by the bill, so that's why it's Prairie.
okay. Thank you.
any other questions on item 6B? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6C.
I make a motion that we would approve ordinance 3829, a residential TIF redevelopment agreement with Prairie Creek Development LLC, 703 South Madison.
I'll second.
Any questions on item 6C? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6D.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 3830, residential TIF 1 redevelopment agreement with South Market Homes LLC at 704 South Market.
I would second that.
Okay, any questions on item 6D? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6E.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 3831, an economic incentive agreement with Stearns and Stearns Properties LLC.
Second that.
Any questions on 6E? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6F.
I would make a motion to approve the purchase of 1216 South Midway Court, pin number 0624327040.
I would second that.
Any questions on 6F? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6G.
Make a motion to approve the purchase of 1217 Midway Court, pin number 0624328016.
I second that.
Any questions on 6G? We'll make a comment. We have, at least at this point, 2 other pending properties in this general area of Midway, Concord, Hendrickson. So that's at least winding down unless somebody else presents something to us that they are wanting to sell. But just give you kind of an update on that. I think this is winding down for the meantime anyway. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yeah, also find it interesting that 16 and 17 aren't anywhere near each other. That's really odd. Item 6H.
I will make a motion to approve the engineering agreement with Farley Engineering for the Delta Regional Authority grant to fund the Sioux Drive Extension Project.
I would second that.
Okay, any discussion on 6H? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Commissioner Barwick, under item 7.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation of Chief Fitz to hire Larry Phones
Phones, F-O-N-E-S.
as a school security officer at the agreed upon pay rate between Marion Unit 2 schools and the City of Marion.
Second that.
Is he here?
He is not.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. You have something to say about Mr. Phones?
I do not.
Okay.
He currently is employed by the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Okay.
He retires in September and is eagerly wanting to be part of this in October.
I would like to say, while we're under item 7, I know Commissioner Barwick and I and Cody all participated, or not participated, we observed some I don't know how to say it, safety drills, safety,
Well, actually, it was an active shooter in a school
Yeah, okay.
situation scenario training.
so at the high school. It was very impressive and very sobering to watch even a mock-up situation like that. And so I thought it was outstanding that you guys, from a cadre standpoint, management standpoint, are thinking and planning. And I cannot imagine how much planning went into that. I think you told me a month or more worth of several people. That was evident because of the way that it was put on and organized. So one, I congratulate, I know maybe you didn't do all the planning yourself, but you put things in motion and enabled and empowered the people that did do all of that. And so I celebrate that, I appreciate that even how the professionalism that they pulled it off with. I mean, it would be easy to in those situations, maybe, I don't know what the right word is, poke fun or have fun or whatever. There was absolute 100% professionalism all the time, every time. There was nobody's fooling around with this, and I appreciate that so much. So I just wanted you to know that. I wanted the public to know that.
Every officer took it very seriously.
Absolutely.
Trained really hard, and yeah, so there are 3 officers that absolutely need recognized for the work that they put into it, and that is Officer Chris Fozzard, Detective Chris Ramage, and Firefighter Ben Wilson. Those 3 spent numerous hours preparing, instructing, teaching, and planning that, so they did a great job.
Yes, they did.
I was kind of saving that for the commission.
Oh.
But,
I'm so sorry.
no, that's fine. Since we're already on the topic real quick, this is one of the first trainings of this type that we have ever had with the Marion Police Department, involving the police department, the fire department, EMS, and United Ambulance Service.
And school
So-
officers.
I'm sorry?
And the school officers.
And the school officers, yes. I count them as part of the Marion Police Department, but it's kind of silly to have training like that and not involve them, because they are probably going to be the first ones at the scene if something happens. And I'm just so proud. Again, we sit and watch it happen, and they did a tremendous job. The coordination between all the different departments, police department, fire department, EMS, and the United Ambulance, it was just fantastic. Hopefully, the training is never needed, but I do feel that if something goes bad, we've at least done our due diligence and had the training. Should have had this years ago, but glad we've got it now.
And I don't want to leave out Chief Jerry Odom and Lake of Egypt Fire. They participated as well.
Yes. Good job. Great job.
Thank you.
Sorry for stealing your thunder.
That's all right.
Okay, you get something else?
7B.
I'd like to make a motion that we would approve the donation of 2 decommissioned squad cars to the Mobile Training Unit 15 and SIU for use in the Emergency Vehicle Operations course for law enforcement.
Second.
Talk about this a little bit, or?
Very briefly, there used to be an emergency vehicle operations course years ago, and it went away, and we don't know why. So the Mobile Training Unit, which is a state-funded organization that trains all of us for free, they partnered with SIU to bring this program back, and they don't have vehicles. They were looking for vehicles, and we happen to have 2 that I would not feel safe putting them back on the streets for everyday patrol, but for this situation, it would be perfect. So I think we are helping them out tremendously in this, and our officers will benefit from it.
Any questions about that? These are on the border of just being parts cars, basically,
Yes, sir.
so all that road worthy.
Right.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stefan.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Cody, you want to come up and talk about 7 or 8A?
So just real briefly, insurance company, of course, reached out to us in that we would need to renew towards the end of this year for a January 1st renewal date. If we are to renew early with them, they're locking in our new renewal price, which is 3.5% over our current price for calendar years 23 and 24 if we go ahead and renew now. So I can show you claims history if you'd like to see it. I assure you, you probably do not want to see it. So with that being said, it's reasonable to suggest that a 3.5% increase is reasonable, and I don't know, especially for a 2-year lock, that we could beat that on the open market. Willing to try if you guys want to, but I just wanted to propose the question to you, given that it seems like a reasonable renewal proposal.
I would agree, ours was 8%.
Yeah.
So, 3.5, very good.
And this is, again, this is for property and liability as well as work comp. So this is all of our insurance outside of obviously health. And we have had several work comp claims as well over the last 2 years.
But this, when we say 3.5, it's because we've added assets to be insured. The rates actually are the same. Right?
That's
I mean,
correct. Yeah.
I'm not even sure it's fair to say that it's
Fair
going up
enough.
3.5%
Fair
because
enough.
we got more stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think it's very, and I hope I speak for Wendy and Brian Fisher. I don't know if he's still
He's
out
not.
there. He's, okay. We've had an excellent relationship with them, I think, over the past couple of years and working through issues. And so I think it's been a great relationship and experience. What's your pleasure? You want to do this? You want us to go out and shop at some?
I'd make a motion to approve the insurance renewal with IML-RMA.
I second that.
And for those of you in press, if you're interested, or anybody else for that matter, IML is the Illinois Municipal League. RMA is?
Risk Management Association.
Okay, so this is an association of all municipalities. IML is our lobbying organization. So we pool our risks together as opposed to just going out and buying retail insurance off of the shelf. And so that's what that acronym is, IML, Illinois Municipal League. So, okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Marwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stefan,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 9, Commissioner reports. Doug, you want to start?
Yes. For those of you that haven't heard, the Marion team, Colt League, 15 and 16-year-olds won the championship game of this year's Colt World Series tournament, which was held July 29th through August 2nd. Congratulations to all team members, and especially Matt Hari and Derek Harlan as coaches. They played very well and probably had the two most exciting plays I've ever seen on the ball field to finish the championship game. I would also like to thank Team Japan, Team Germany, Team Mexico, Covina, California, Greensboro, North Carolina, Aroma Park, Illinois, and the Southern Illinois team, along with the Marion team, for their tremendous sportsmanship and dedication to the game. I thought the tournament went very, very well. Our attendance this year was just short of 6,500, which averages about 1,300 per day, which is very, very good compared to years past. I think on the beginning of the second night, we'd already surpassed last year's total attendance. So it's on its way up, and I think everybody in the ballpark, there was kind of a buzz. They were happy to be there. They were thrilled to be there. Got to see some good ball games. I'd also like to thank, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm just going to hit the high points: Black Diamond Harley Davidson, Rodney Cavanis, and Shad Zimbro. Steve Miller with Pony Baseball, Dave Cost with Marion Stadium LLC and all of his team, Cody Moak especially, Rachel Stroud, the Swinford team, and most of all, the planning committee. I thought they did a wonderful job this year, and we're absolutely looking forward to making it bigger and better next year.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, apparently an abbreviated report at this point. Sorry about that.
It's all right. A report from the fire department for the month of July. 9 fire calls, 11 rescue and EMS calls, 12 hazardous conditions, no fire, 15 service calls, 8 good intent calls, 20 activated alarms, for a total of 75. Marion Police Department, city ordinance violations, 52, criminal or traffic citations, 208, warrant arrests, 32, incidents reported, 380, traffic accidents, 145, and there were 5 DUI arrests. Dispatch calls, 2,000 dispatched calls in July, 2,006 Marion 911 calls, 6,782 non-emergency calls, and 344 ambulance calls. The Marion Police Department Narcotics Unit for the month of July, we issued 125 citations, 64 arrests were made, 9 warrant arrests, 7.1 pounds of cannabis was seized, 47.4 grams of methamphetamines were seized, 765 controlled substance seizures, I'm assuming that's grams, 1 gram of cocaine, 11 grams of MDMA seizures, 3.5 grams of psilocybin mushroom seizures, 1 search warrant, 1 stolen vehicle, 5 controlled purchases. There was 10,854 United States currency seized and 1 vehicle seized. And that's all I have.
Okay. Mr. Trivia?
No trivia tonight, sorry. Gotta wait till next meeting.
Okay.
All right, since last report, water department had 14 meter pits repaired or replaced, 7 water leaks repaired, 3 services were updated. Want to give kudos to the construction of the water tower on the east side of town. If you've driven by there lately, you see it is now really starting to take shape. It looks like a water tower now. So looking forward to that. Also, if you go around the square now, you're starting to see a lot of water lines, a lot of piping sticking up out there. So work is progressing on the center square for the new fountains and the new ice rink out there. So that's exciting too. Summer's almost over. School starts this Wednesday. So please slow down, watch for kids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We'll have trivia next time, so stay tuned.
Okay.
That's it.
As far as streets, we're working on the storm box, over by the Ice Center on Scottsboro Road. Working on some drainage issues, around the soccer field, parking lot, out east of town. Also working on drainage on Fozzard and Chestnut Streets. We're continuing our striping program and continuing to clean up around town. We had 16 barrels in the month of July, but we sold no lots. So, that's all I have.
I want to give one quick shout out to Doug and everybody there. I just noticed this, I went to the concession stand in one of the games, and Team Japan had just finished one of their games, and they were in line ahead of us. And if you want to talk about the most disciplined, most courteous group of
15 to 60-year-old people, it's amazing. I noticed in particular, the coaches were in charge of the straws. So the kids all lined up, they all got their drink, coach went by each one, gave them their straw. They each took their straw wrappers off, they went up to this little trash basket, threw it in there. I saw one kid miss. He didn't just walk away. He went over and picked up his straw wrapper, threw it in there, and walked away. So impressive.
Very gracious to be here.
Yeah.
I told my grandson that want to know about culture and how to act in public, just watch the Japan team. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, anything under miscellaneous? Okay, you've nothing?
I just want to let you know that we're bringing Spooktacular back October 29th.
October 29th?
Yes, sir.
Spooktacular. I know some people in this office are, huh?
See what you did.
That was cute, yeah.
Spectacular. October 29th, spectacular.
Thank you for noticing. I know there's some people that might be sitting at that table with you that are very excited about this. They're planning ahead.
I gather.
Yeah, okay. We do have a need for a closed and executive session tonight pertaining to litigation, property, and personnel. And that's my motion. Just for all of you that are here, again, I'll say it again, we will make no decisions in executive session. And when we return or get out of executive session, if there's anybody left over here, we'll simply come and dismiss the meeting at that point. So the only thing that will be public facing is simply adjournment. You're welcome to stay. It's just not going to be very exciting once we get back. So that's my motion to enter into executive session for the purposes stated.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Stefan?
Yay.
Mayor Absher?
Yay.
All right.